I am loved. I am special. I am enough. I am doing my best. We all are.
It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. It's not my fault.
Influencers. Love them or hate them, they're here to stay. But are they really influencing others in as much as they're being influenced by them? When their happiness lie in constantly seeking validation and approval from other people? Let's join influencer Sissy, where a reunion with her childhood friend Emma and her bully Alex leads to her sanity getting unraveled in the most toxic way imaginable. So stay with me until the end. I assure you this will escalate quickly. And as always, please like and subscribe and click the bell icon to keep up to date with new releases. It really helps me a lot. Thank you very much for tuning in.
I am doing my best. And we lay the circle around ourselves. Visible boundary. This boundary but us. Safe space.
Cecilia, or Sissy for short, is a somewhat accomplished social media influencer in the mental health space. With a 200,000 strong following, she has enough clout to get product sponsorship, like the Elon Musk deep cleaning face mask. Sissy gets her sense of self-worth through her followers' validation and positive words of affirmation. The dopamine hit from all those likes surely is addictive to her. But Sissy on the outside world tells a very different story. She's timid, anxious, and awkward with no real personal connection to anyone. But all that is about to change when she's reunited with her childhood friend, Emma. Cecilia tries to awkwardly avoid her but failed. Emma has just gotten engaged and invites Sissy to her party. Correction, it's Cecilia now. They exchange details and Emma was impressed that Cecilia has such a huge following.
You should come to our engagement party with Sissy. Sorry.
Cecilia is still processing what happened in her car. She's been very close to Emma, but they haven't seen each other in more than a decade. They buried a time capsule back when they were kids. Everyone is having a wild time during Emma and Fran's engagement party, while Cecilia sits hidden from view. She doesn't really know anyone at the party, which made her quite uncomfortable, but Emma hunted her down and led her to the stage. Emma introduced her to everyone, and they both sing. Emma was so off-key that it was almost cringe-worthy, but Cecilia sings along and saves the song. Fran meets up with Cecilia at the bathroom and gives her an awesome glow-up. Meanwhile, Emma couldn't handle her alcohol. They both reminisce the good old days, and Emma suddenly invites Cecilia to her hen's weekend getaway. Emma even remembers her childhood pact with her. Cecilia is on cloud 9 and having the time of her life. On her way home, Cecilia got curious and checks Emma's page, and a familiar name dredged up a long-forgotten trauma. She went back to her old school and digs up their time capsule. At home, she ends up re-watching her nostalgic antics with Emma. Cecilia decides to go ahead and dye her hair pink just like in her childhood days, and falls asleep while watching the video. She wakes up abruptly and notices a change in her surroundings. The light reveals a small child in a dark room. She slowly approaches her and wakes up from the nightmare. The next day, she drives to the meet-up spot where she's the designated driver. So they went on their way, and everything seems to be picture perfect. But after all the fun and laughs, Fran mentions that they're actually all staying in Alex's holiday home. And this brings up that agonizing childhood memory all over again. Cecilia was so distracted that she accidentally hit a kangaroo. While it's still struggling, Cecilia is once again in a trance. Fran then decided to finish it off since it's the humane thing to do. They continue on their way and eventually reach Alex's magnificent home. Cecilia couldn't bring herself to join in and stayed a bit but then changed her mind. No one is letting her in, so she finds another door and got access. She finds everyone having fun, but when Alex sees her, the mood suddenly darkens. Alex pulls Emma aside for a chat, and Cecilia can just barely make out what they were talking about. Having no other choice, Alex gave Cecilia some pillows and tells her she can have the couch since all the rooms are taken. Then the group's favorite reality TV show Paradise Lost is on, and suddenly Cecilia is isolated again. She repeats her mental health mantra to boost her confidence and steps out. It took a few tries to get everyone's attention, but she got it in the end. Everyone had a giggle at the contents of the box, but Cecilia was excited to show the video. But Alex appeared with such perfect timing and announced that dinner's ready. And not only that, she rubs it in Cecilia's face that she's not Emma's BFF anymore. Cecilia repeats her mantra over and over again to keep it together. Then the focus was instantly shifted to Cecilia and her life so far. Her life as an influencer was brought up, and while everyone was impressed, Alex didn't approve. Then issues of accountability on influencing were put on Cecilia.
Do you need a degree for that? Or? I'm not a psychologist.
She's a public figure and she's profiting from people's pain.
Getting paid, maybe not by your followers directly, but you're advertising and you're not qualified. I mean, what if someone...
Very clear with my followers that I'm not a professional. I just try to remember.
She asked about Fran, but she's studying to be a proper psychologist, and Alex didn't miss a beat in gloating about it.
Sorry, but I can't help but find it all a little about mental health.
Cecilia.
Alex.
Cecilia couldn't take it anymore and left the table. She begins to frantically recite her mental health mantra and to also check her account. The dings of likes and messages easing her back into stability. Emma appeared and checks up on Cecilia and assures her that the accident was in the past and that she's happy Cecilia is here.
It was an accident. Be a good person, Cecilia.
That night, Cecilia is having trouble sleeping. She's surprised to see Alex approaching her and in a friendly mood. And not only that, she apologized for her behavior earlier. And just when it can't get any weirder, Alex admires how soft Cecilia's hands were when things escalated quickly.
Help me with this.
She wakes up with a start and finds a note with a map on where everybody is at. Cecilia hurries over, but when she got there, everyone is talking about her. Alex notices her hiding behind a tree, and so she begins to loudly talk bad about her. And this when she hinted on who gave her the scar on her face.
I'm her best friend.
Well, you're not even invited to a birthday.
I didn't think you would come. You didn't invite me to your birthday party.
Girls are there and you don't really get along with them.
And soon enough, everyone else is joining in on picking on poor Cecilia.
You're not the one who has to look in the mirror every morning and be reminded.
All that self on social media. It's a breeding ground.
Emma had enough and got up to leave, and the rest of them start packing up as well.
I've been invited to a birthday party. Come on, Sissy, don't be a sissy.
Well, everyone except Alex, who intentionally stayed behind to call out Cecilia. Cecilia pretended she didn't know what just happened as she climbed down.
Why are you here?
Now Alex is definitely in the mood for drama. She tells Cecilia to stop the fake act and again called her a psychopath.
So you can just drop the act.
It's not an act.
Psychopath.
As Cecilia tries to save face, Alex took out Cecilia's phone and started pushing her to admit what she did to her while recording
Tell
it.
you about your beloved.
Cecilia remained quiet, so Alex was the one who tells the story.
See this scar?
Cecilia tries to stop her, and two engaged in a scuffle over the phone. Alex got to it first and tries to upload the video. but Cecilia took the huge crystal and hit Alex with it. She just managed to cancel the upload in time. Then the past was revealed on how Cecilia injured Alex, and even then she's denying accountability. Meanwhile, the rest of the gang are unaware of what just happened, which leaves Cecilia to clean after herself in peace. After a quick panic attack, she took Alex's necklace and immediately opened her dopamine floodgates. This even inspired her to do a quick streaming session. But she was suddenly interrupted by Jamie, who unwittingly stumbled upon Alex's shallow grave. Jamie started relieving himself and almost uncovered Alex when Cecilia popped out. He started getting suspicious, but Cecilia urged him to get back with the others. That's when he slipped and revealed Alex. Now that the cat's out of the bag, he made a run for it. Jamie ran as fast as he could, but Cecilia eventually cornered him on a cliff. Cecilia tries to lie her way out of it and play the victim, but he's not buying it. As she got closer, Jamie was distracted by the others calling him, and that's when Cecilia made her move. Meanwhile, the group has split up. Tracy is looking for Jamie while Emma is looking for Alex. She then finds Alex's phone and bag on a stream, but she got carried away by the strong current. Cecilia is panicking again, but a quick dose of likes and positive affirmations should do the trick. Cecilia makes her way back at the house and finds her next target. She wounds herself and asks Tracy for help. So she puts on her Elon mask while Tracy patched her up. Tracy complimented her about being its sponsor when Cecilia's mood suddenly darkened.
Yeah, I'm not saying it was like that then. Cecilia, you're hurting me. Why don't you believe me? Okay?
Then she suddenly pushed Tracy into the bathtub where her hair got caught in the drain. As Tracy struggles to get out, Cecilia just stood there and watched it all happen. Emma survived but got lost, and Alex also survived surprisingly. Cecilia took the car to escape but sees Fran on the road and picks her up. But while driving, Cecilia became hysterical and started speeding. Fran can't get her seatbelt to work. Cecilia is becoming increasingly mental, and all the while, Fran is begging her to slow down. And out of pure jealousy, she does the unthinkable. Out of the car and finds Fran broken on the road but still fully alive. She then tells Fran that it's the humane thing to do. Cecilia ambles over to the vehicle and runs over Fran. In the meantime, Alex is crawling back when she spots Jamie's phone, and a short distance away, she spots Jamie. She calls police, but she only managed to scream in frustration. Cecilia drove all the way back to the holiday home and was looking for Emma, but it's clear that she's rapidly losing her mind, and yet the creepy painting gave her crystal clear instructions. So she did what she does best, cook up a fake story to tell her followers. And right on cue, Emma got back and checks up on Cecilia. She then frantically searched the house for a first aid kit but stumbled upon Tracy's body hidden under the bed. Emma started freaking out, and Cecilia tries to calm her and explain the situation. At this point, lying is already second nature to Cecilia. Emma wanted to call police, but Cecilia stops her and begs her to come with. But Emma slips and loses consciousness. When she woke up, she's tied up and Cecilia is so deep into her best friend fantasy with her. Emma humors Cecilia, so she leaves to find some more stuff. Emma used the necklace to get out of her restraints and got it in time for Cecilia's return. She attacks Cecilia, but Cecilia also returned the favor. Emma again asked where Fran is, and again Cecilia lies through her teeth. Emma has had enough and tells Cecilia what she really thinks.
You're a fucking monster. Psychotic little fucked up monster.
Then she tosses the box into the fire.
You whoever even really like me, take pleasure out of pitying me.
Watching her treasured memories burn triggered something in Cecilia. With nothing holding her back, she launches herself on Emma. But Emma got the upper hand and rained down blows on Cecilia. Then, out of nowhere, Alex hits Emma, mistaking her for Cecilia. Alex kept hitting and hitting until Cecilia thanks her. This is when Alex realized what she did to her best friend. In a fit of rage, she prepares to attack Cecilia, but a cop shoots her from behind. From police perspective, Cecilia was the victim after all. Now all that's happened actually worked in Cecilia's favor. Now she has a whopping 10 million followers and even a book on the way. Not bad at all.
I came back into my body, refused to be a victim. You don't survive. It's all 10 million of you. But non-allergenic. They're the gods and